I was born in Lagos, Nigeria, into a world where dreams were often swallowed by the need for survival. My parents weren't rich, but they did the best they could with the little they had. At the tender age of 12, everything changed. My father passed away, and with him, a sense of security disappeared as well. Grief, confusion, fear, uncertainty, and lack became the order of the day. Life got hard, unbearably hard. There were nights we went to bed hungry, days I questioned if life would ever get better. We had to sell things just to get by. I watched my mother break her back to keep all 7 of her children afloat. I struggled through school, many days with no lunch, sometimes no transport fare, trekking long distances to get to school. I watched people insult and abuse me, physically, mentally, emotionally, and this tremendously affected my self-esteem. Life like I once knew it was a shadow of itself. I cried. I questioned, why me? Why me? But somewhere deep down, I made a decision. This will not be the end of my story. I believed I could rewrite my story. I just needed to find the right answers. And because of my determination to succeed, I started doing anything and everything to survive. I worked jobs many people looked down on just to keep moving. I failed so many times, was rejected countlessly, but yet I refused to quit. At first, I thought life was all about surviving, doing what needed to be done one day at a time. I was busy. I was trying, but I was always tired and I felt completely lost. Until one day, someone said to me, Chibundo, that's my Igbo name by the way, you are not tired because you're doing so much. You're tired because you are doing very little of what you were actually born to do. That hit me. I was born to do something. I asked in utter shock, to which he responded, yes. And the deep fulfillment, joy, prosperity, and success you seek is all tied in your purpose. It was the very first time I realized there was more to life than just getting by. This person I barely knew at the time spoke to me about vision and purpose. He said, where you are coming from doesn't determine where you're going, but you must know exactly where you're going and be intentional about how you arrive there. That day, I learned something profound. Vision showed me where I could go. Purpose showed me why I had to get there. And then mastering actionable goal setting, competence and skill development, personal branding, and financial empowerment will help me get there even faster. And from that moment, everything began to change. For the first time ever, I realized that my life had meaning and I could design it with intention. And so I began. I was committed to rewriting my story. From that moment, I became a student of life and knowledge. I stopped waiting for things to happen and I started making things happen. I discovered my purpose, crafted a very powerful vision for my life, and I was committed to going through the process and doing the hard work that aligned with my purpose to develop the right skills that will help me elevate my life and live in the reality of my vision. Yes, I still faced rejection, had lots of disappointments, sleepless nights, countless setbacks and challenges, but now I had direction and that made everything worth it. I started to study. I enrolled in any course I could find that helped shed more light on the skill I needed to learn. I asked questions, I sought mentors, and consumed knowledge like my life depended on it, because it actually did. I learned how to set clear goals, how to build discipline, how to build a personal brand that speaks even before I do, and of course how to position myself for opportunities. And slowly but surely, things began to change. I went from the girl who couldn't afford to buy lunch to the woman who has now built multiple thriving multi-million naira businesses and brands. Zeelicious Foods, for example, is one of the most beloved food brands in Africa, and it attained the heights of success it has today because I gained clarity on my purpose and acquired technical skills to help me thrive through life. I have authored books, hosted cooking shows on some of the biggest television networks in the world, became the brand ambassador to some of the biggest multinational companies. I have spoken on global stages, coached professionals, built multiple businesses from scratch, and empowered countless people to take control of their future. And then of course, let's not forget Winnie's School of Elegance that has now rebranded into Winnie's School of Excellence, a platform I founded to help equip and empower people to go into their full potential and then teach thousands to rewrite their own life stories as well. The brand has now grown to over 1 million worthy community members and has helped thousands discover their purpose and build meaningful lives. Now talk about going from scarcity to significance. Today, I'm living the life I once dreamed about. Not because it was handed to me. I didn't get here by luck. I got here by being very intentional. From a little girl living in Lagos, lost in the noise of life with no sense of purpose or direction, to a bold, confident woman who rose against every odd, discovered her true calling, and designed a powerful life tailor-made to thrive in her purpose. I have made it my life's mission to help others find the answers that changed my life, because I know what it feels like to be lost, and I also know what it feels like to finally be found. Your story may have started in pain or lack just like mine, but it doesn't have to end there. You don't need a perfect background to create a powerful future. You just need the right guidance and the courage to say yes to yourself. If you're tired of running around in circles, If you know you're meant for more but just need a roadmap to guide you, if you're ready to stop waiting for life to happen and start building your destiny the way that you desire, then I invite you to attend the Masterclass with Winnie 1.0. In this one-day intensive and transformative masterclass, I, along with 5 other highly competent speakers, will be teaching you the exact tools, strategies, and mindset shifts that can help you transform your life. We'll be opening up the blueprint on how to define your vision, work loyally in your purpose, master competence, build a personal brand that commands attention, and then of course, take back control of your financial future. This masterclass is for the woman who is feeling stuck, confused, or overwhelmed, but knows that she's meant for more. It's for the young man who is tired of just existing. For anyone who is ready to become the version of themselves they'll be proud of. You don't have to keep wondering how to make life work. I've been where you are. Now we want to help you become the architect of your own life. Let us show you how to turn your pain into purpose and your purpose into power. This isn't just another masterclass. It's a movement. It's the push you've been praying for. It's the answers you've been searching for, just like I once did. Your story is not over. In fact, it's just the beginning. And remember, you don't have to be great to start. You just have to start to be great. Join me and let's rise together. Register now at www.winnieschoolofexcellence.com or send an email to contact@winnieschoolofexcellence.com. I'll see you at the masterclass.